Hey, good morning, my dear boys and girls. Welcome back again to your favorite astrology channel, and which is JupiVen Astrology. So, today we are just covering one of the most requested topics, that is the winning lottery sudden gains in astrology. Like, for example, you see some people who just win lottery, like they, basically have wealth which is unearned. Now, basically, there are different kind of things can be seen, right? Today I'm going to tell about different kind of things with examples, but mainly these things, today what we discuss, basically, let's say for example someone win lottery, he become millionaire or billionaire just by winning lottery. So that kind of yogas, or let's say you invest in stock market little bit of money, and then like stock goes up, and then you again earn money from that. So like any kind of unearned wealth, or let's say you find somewhere gold treasure, any kind of unearned wealth, right? The kind of unearned wealth that you get, whether from stock market or any kind of business, or like any lottery, jackpot, all these things, we see that in this video. Like what are the combination, what are the yogas in one particular chart, that you can see that yes, this person has the chances of earning unearned wealth. You can analyze that in your chart. Okay, so if you are like thinking that okay, maybe I have these chances, I should try that lottery and all these kind of stuff, uh, so if you have these yoga, so you can just try it. Maybe you can become millionaire or billionaire, who knows that. So guys, before moving forward, I would like to tell you that for consultations, links are in description, you can, and the comment section as well, you can just fill the form and get consultation from us by paying the payment, obviously. So my dear boys and girls, let's go ahead and see who can become the billionaire or millionaire. So here are the yogas. So guys, first of all, you know I think we all wants to be rich without any efforts, so that we can afford luxury and all these kind of fancy lifestyle. But do you think a person which is like a common person is able to win lottery or win like these things? Yes, these are the common persons, or like the normal person who wins lottery, sometime they can become rich. And obviously the person who was like the big businessman today, you see all around the world, many of them, in fact most of them, are like the rags at the some time, and now they became rags to riches, like, right? So they work hard, and also they do some businesses at the same time. They also earn from stock market, or maybe like investing somewhere, that is also called to be as unearned wealth. So and now there are other people who just earned by lottery, or like they found some treasure, all these kind of things. Okay, so now first thing we should need to see, that the person should be lucky. Yeah, first combination is that the person should be lucky to win lottery, or like the sudden gain, or unearned wealth, right? It like takes me some time to pronounce that. So the person should be extremely lucky, or like at least have good luck for winning these kind of unearned wealth. um so which means what? Which means his first house, fifth house, and ninth house must be in good dignity. I'm repeating again. Person good for good luck, his first house, fifth house, and ninth house must be in good dignity, because they are the lucky houses in astrology, and especially the ninth house and the fifth house are most important. And first house is you yourself, your ascendant. So that's why first, fifth, and ninth house are in good dignity, or like some connection between these houses can show that yes, person is lucky. Okay, so this is the first thing that you need to check. Now the second thing is that the person should have good wealth in his or her chart. Okay, obviously there, if there are dhani yogas in your chart, if let's say your first condition is satisfied, that your chart is saying that yes, you may be lucky, then now second thing is that you have to see if you have like dhani yogas, or like the yogas for wealth, or making you millionaire or billionaire in your chart is present or not. If present, then it's really a great sign again. And now what are the houses, what are the houses you should see for the wealth? Second house and the 11th house, most important houses for seeing the wealth, although we need to see a lot more, but still, like second house and 11th house are like main. Second house the house of your saving, and 11th house is the house of your earning, and like the desire fulfillment kind of thing. So second and 11th house should be good. Any connection between second and 11th house is like amazing, brilliant for you. If you have connection between second and 11th house, my god, amazing for this lottery winning kind of thing, so unearned wealth kind of thing also. second in 11th, 11th lord in second lord in 11th, second lord in 11th lord nakshatra, 11th lord in second lord nakshatra, second in 11th parivartan yoga, or like the sushma parivartan, which is the second lord in 11th lord nakshatra, 11th lord in second lord nakshatra. All these things can be seen. Okay, now let's move on to our third point. The person should be good in speculative business, right? You have to see fifth house represent speculation, stock market, gambling, these things. So fifth lord, if it's in good dignity, then it's like great. Or like fifth lord connection with the, all these kind of houses that I'm going to tell you again later on, also told earlier, like the second, 11th, or maybe a lot more houses I will just show you. Mainly fifth lord is in good dignity, then it's really great. Next thing you have to see, unearned or sudden gain of money. How you can see that? By eighth house. Yeah, people called it eighth house bad, but eighth house is also the house of unearned money, right? Maybe tomorrow you have, maybe yesterday you have nothing, and tomorrow you become billionaire or millionaire just by winning the lottery, or just by you find some gold treasure and you're like, my god, I have everything now. So these things are like the eighth house. Eighth house is really mysterious house. It can give you problems also sometime, but if it's you have good luck, it can give you, my god, without any efforts, it can make you millionaire or billionaire, I can tell you. So eighth house is most important house in this like whole analysis. You have to focus more on eighth house and eighth lord kind of things in connection with the eighth house. Then the 11th house again represent your gains and the fulfillment of your desire. If you have desire of winning lottery, 11th house is good, then yes, maybe. Okay. Now there are mainly two planets of wealth, and which are two? Guess. Just try to guess. Yes, Venus and Jupiter. Venus and Jupiter are important planet for giving wealth, and sometimes Rahu can also be important, because Rahu is a planet which can make person, tomorrow, like today he's nothing and tomorrow he has amazing things like fancy diamond, yeah, XYZ, different things. So Rahu is a planet like tomorrow, let's say today he's nothing and tomorrow he is famous because his video viral on YouTube or maybe social media, or maybe you see these people, they like yesterday they were nothing and tomorrow their videos start to viral and they become this sensation. But these things, certain kind of things are seen through Rahu also. But the most important planet are Venus and Jupiter, because generally they are the planet of wealth and they are good planet also, that's why. Okay, for winning the lottery, etc., or like the unearned wealth, any kind, like stocks, etc., all these kind of things you can consider. Now if there is like the Venus Jupiter aspect or conjunction or any kind of connection between Venus and Jupiter in your chart, or like their relation with the second house, which represent your accumulated wealth or like your saving kind of thing, that is really amazing, because Venus and Jupiter naturally conjunction or aspect show dhan yoga, and it's really good for these kind of things to see your Jupiter Venus conjunction, or also if Jupiter Venus like making connection with second lord, second house, then it's really amazing. Also aspect between the second lord and ninth lord, if it is in good dignity, then it's really help in winning lottery. Okay, second lord and the ninth lord also. Now good planets in 5th, 8th and 9th can bring money through gambling also. Yeah, good planet in 5th, 8th and 9th can give you money through gambling also. Now there should be a combination of these houses, which is like the 2nd and 11th. And also one more thing is that when exalted Jupiter is transiting the 8th house, it can bring luck in lottery winning for some people. Exalted Jupiter transiting the 8th house, right, is good for like winning lottery for some people. It is seen. Now you can also check like the numerology, like we have this life path number and destiny number, all these kind of things. Sometime while choosing your number, you can also try that. If your lucky number, let's say, is 6, and then you can just try that. You can try to purchase some ticket which have 6 kind of things, right, according to that. Now I would like to tell last thing is that 8th house is the most important house, which plays the biggest role in like winning the lottery, because it is the unearned wealth, right? So first thing is your 8th house. 8th house is the house which makes you like rags to riches, or also riches to rags also, because it's like the ups and downs. If it's working positively, then it will let you win the lottery. Okay, so these things are you have to consider while seeing the sudden gains or lottery or things like that. Now let's see some example charts, okay, to see how things work. Let's first see the chart of Warren Buffett. You all know him, like the American like investor in all these kind of things. So it's like investment is also like a unearned wealth kind of thing, like you have stock market and all these kind of gain. You all know about, he's in these kind of things. So you can analyze. Now let's just analyze his chart. Okay, so first thing you can see simply that he is like the Scorpio ascendant. So naturally, according to Kal Purush, Scorpio is the 8th house. So 8th house energy is already there because he is a Scorpio ascendant. So naturally, he is like the all Scorpion kind of person, secretive and all these kind of thing, right? Now, now you can see that his second lord is Jupiter, okay, and is sitting over here in the 8th house. Okay, you can see that second lord is sitting in the 8th house, right, clearly. So second lord is the house of your like accumulated wealth, and its connection with the 8th house, like showing this like the earning from unearned kind of things, right? Now I am not considering in these examples that I am just showing you the nakshatra d9 d10 and like the lots of like d1 deep analysis. No, just we are just trying to see that how things work, just a overview kind of thing. Okay, so that you can just relate to things. So first thing we have seen this, that okay, second lord is making connection with the 8th house. That's really good, because also Jupiter sitting in the 8th is like giving aspect to the second house, so which is his own sign Sagittarius. So it's like good for like, you know, these kind of things. Now next thing is that his ninth lord is moon and sitting in the first house, which is really good, right? It is kind of a good yoga for you. It's like a lucky kind of things, ninth lord connection with the first house. Although moon is there in the Scorpio sign, which is like a little bit of bad things, it has its own side effects also, but still ninth in first is good. Okay, now you can see that Mercury and Venus conjunction in the 11th house, really beautiful, amazing. And also Mercury is sitting in its own sign in the 11th house, which is you can see simply this Virgo sign. Okay, and also Mercury Venus conjunction naturally is really good for wealth. Also Venus is sitting in the 11th house with Mercury, beautiful, fantastic for like earning and desire fulfillment kind of thing in the dasha of these planets. Good. Now you can see one more thing, that his fifth lord is also Jupiter and second lord is also Jupiter. So fifth lord and second lord is also connected, because both are, these both are like the Jupiter. Okay, fifth and second lord, and they are sitting both fifth and we can say both fifth lord and the second lord both are sitting in the 8th house, which is Jupiter. So again, these kind of things are seen over here. You can see the connection. Now we can also see that you can see the sun in the 10th. Here sun is sitting in the 10th house, and sun is the ruler of 10th house. Like the sun is sitting in the Leo sign, its own sign, which is giving him fame, right? By earning money and doing all these things, it's making him famous worldwide. So these things can also be seen. Apart from that, Rahu in the 6th, like Ketu in the 12th, and also Mars in the good for like, you know, defeating your enemy over here. Like it's considered to be malefic in 6th and 12th are also considered to be good. But you know, again, we have to see conjunction and all these kind of things right over here. But still, these things are showing in his chart that yes, this person has the potential to earn money from like these kind of things, because 8th house things, energies, you know, activated kind of things right there we can see. Also his first lord is Mars is sitting in the 8th house. We can clearly see that first lord Mars is sitting in the 8th house, which is showing what? Which is showing that naturally he is like drawn, his life energies, first lord is sitting in the 8th, his life energies toward 8th house things. Although 8th house represent a lot of things, but in his case it's like the you know, our 8th house is the house of these like the unearned wealth, lottery and sudden gains, and the maybe like all these kind of earned wealth, like the finance sector. Basically, I would like to tell you, finance sector is like the eighth houses also. And also like the people working in the banking field can also have first lord in the eighth house. I have seen that also, for like they have Venus and these things also, we have to see that. But it's like showing the eighth house energy is there. And also like insurance and wills and these states, etc. So we have to see all those things, right? Showing that yes, maybe this person can have potential to earn from these things. Now you can take second example. Let's take our second example. He's Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. He's also a billionaire. He's like the Indian version of Warren Buffett. You can understand it. He's like the Indian version of Warren Buffett. Okay, so he also earned by these things. So you can see that. And also he's like famous. So first thing is that he has Sun Venus in the 10th house. Okay, so it, like this combination is actually good for like creative film industry kind of things, although we need to see again a lot of things for that. But generally he's giving him fame also. Is famous in India because like earning and giving advices, all these kind of things. So he also have a lot of money. Now let's see what are the combinations. So first thing we see that is 11th lord moon is sitting in the second house. You can see it is a dhan yoga. Okay, second lord and 11th lord when conjunct, it is like the biggest dhan yoga in your chart. When second lord is sitting in the 11th or 11th and second, if you see someone having this yoga, you can make sure you can easily say or see that like this person at one point of time will make big money. 11th in second moon, amazing, good for making like big money. Okay, also I would like to tell you that Jupiter is sitting in the 4th house in its own sign. It's good actually. Also you can see that his 9th lord Venus is sitting over here in the 10th house. His 5th lord Saturn is sitting over here in the 4th house, and Venus and Saturn are mutually aspecting each other. Also so it's like a connection between 5th and 9th house. That's really good actually. Okay, also you can see that Jupiter and Venus are aspecting, right? Okay, you can simply see that. Let's just wait. So Jupiter and Venus, also you can see that Jupiter and Venus are aspecting each other by their 7th aspect. So it is again good, so naturally Jupiter Venus is like a dhan yoga. So all these things are over here, which is amazing, showing that yes, person has the potential. But also let's see now 8th house. Mars, which is 8th lord, is sitting in the 8th house. Okay, and you can see one more thing, he has malefics in the 6, 8, 12, like making him strong for like beating the competition kind of thing. 6, 8, 12 is malefic in the 6, 8, 12 are generally considered to be good. Okay, you can also see that first lord and 10th lord are in 11th house, which is Mercury. First in 11th Mercury, really good kind of good money giving yoga. 10th in 11th, good like money or like gains from your career. These things are seen. So overall you can see all these things are there in his chart. Now guys, see, we have taken these chart as an example chart, right? And we have just discussed like the basics things, so that you can understand that it's not like that only second and 11th lord connection. It's not like that 5th, 9th connection. It's all about like the different kind of permutation and combination that's are there in your chart or someone chart, which can make you to earn money through these sources, right? So you can just use your basic mindset and basic terminologies to see if there is possibility is there in your chart. Obviously for deep analysis you're gonna go through D9 chart and then D10 chart, and then nakshatra is also important, and a lot more. But like if D1 chart is showing basically that yes, these signs are like good money and unearned wealth are present in your chart, then yes, if you just try, then at one point of time you will definitely win that and earn money from unearned sources. Or it's like maybe you can get some gold from your, or maybe you can get money through your spouse, etc. Right? So all these things are seen over here.